As a dispatcher or somebody who is in charge of resources, there's a lot of different ways that you can look to manage what's happening from a schedule standpoint. Obviously, as we've gone in and created some of these predetermined schedules, whether it's for the overnight scheduling scenario, or maybe it's coming across from an intraday perspective, we have many different ways that we can look at that information and kind of see what's happening. So as I'm coming in as the dispatcher, and I look at, for example, some of the different scopes that have been created, and I can see here that I have some for intraday scheduling, I have some for updating existing bookings, I have some that go a few different days out. As I select that scope, what's going to happen is the schedule board is now going to show me specifically any of the requirements, any of the resources, and any of the bookings that fall within that optimization scope, so I can see specifically what's happening inside the application. And so as I come in here, I can see what specific open requirements fall within that Washington timeframe. I also can scroll over and I can see the optimization range that is going to be used based upon the items that we have selected. So I can see here that it's starting at basically 3 a.m. today and going through 3 a.m. tomorrow. And so these are all predetermined based upon some of the different schedules and items that you're working with, as well as potentially any scopes that you're looking at. And so one of the things that I have the ability to do is I have the ability to modify that range to fit my specific needs. So if I only wanted to modify or optimize information until 1 a.m., I could change that scope based upon my individual situations. Now, the other thing that I can look at from a dispatcher is maybe I don't necessarily just want to use the default goal. Maybe I would rather look at a scenario where I can minimize travel time, or maybe I want to look at a situation where I can, maximize technician productivity. If I have multiple goals that are defined, I can select what specific goal I want to use in this situation. Then I can start to see how those optimization requests, if they've been done in the past, are affected based upon those individual situations. Down here, where it shows me optimization request history, this is going to give me a very detailed look into what specifically had taken place through these runs, so I can see what resources and items had come in. Now from here, I could go ahead and simply run this, and optimization will take over and modify whatever bookings and requirements that it needs to. Or if I'm truly looking to maybe simulate this information, I could also run this as a simulation. Now, the advantage to running this as a simulation is it's going to go ahead and it's going to modify that information so I can see specifically what's taking place prior to committing that information to the application.